This is Titus Frost, spitting truth, causing glitches in the Matrix.
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built. It's not even, believe it or not, it's not even a difficult thing to do.
Over his obsession with forcing American taxpayers to waste billions of dollars on an expensive and ineffective wall.
Some have suggested a barrier is immoral. Then why do wealthy politicians build walls, fences, and gates around their homes? They don't build walls because they hate the people on the outside, but because they love the people on the inside.
Sting like a scorpion.
In today's day and age, we need real border security. As you can see here, the United States-Mexico border is a vast and long border that is completely unsecured and needs to be secured immediately. The current president has a plan to build a large border wall. However, I can assure you that is not going to stop all of the illegal immigration, as I can already see holes in the proposed border wall already. And never mind the other downfalls with it. We need something far more drastic and far more effective than just a border wall or a large steel barrier. As you can see here, the cartels are already tunneling under existing border fences as they stand. This cannot be allowed to happen. This is why I propose something far more drastic than anyone has proposed before. Democrats are laughing at the idea of a wall and showing how ineffective Trump's wall would be, and I agree. And I do believe there is something far more effective that they never considered that we should absolutely consider, and will defeat all of their arguments and allow us to have a completely secure border. The first idea we came up with was to use a tunnel boring machine to lay a hollow tunnel along the entire US-Mexico border, and then cap that tunnel off on each end and put holes on the inside of it so that if anyone goes over the tunnel, they will get hit by what's within, and what's within will be nerve gas. However, that seemed a little extreme, and we decided maybe nerve gassing people was not an acceptable humanitarian answer, so we came up with a better one. So we figured the better option would be to use two giant electric fences with these giant dinosaur creatures in the middle. So if anyone did get over one of the fences, they would get eaten by that guy. This solves the problem with tunneling, because if they tunnel under one side of the fence and they accidentally come up inside of the Tyrannosaurus Rex pen, then they will be very, very eaten, and other little dinosaurs can get down their little tunnels, so it's sort of the perfect solution.
Come on, gents. It's grown-up time. Drones can't search tunnels and caves, and they're hackable. The minute a real war breaks out, all that fancy tech is gonna go dark.
Yeah, but that tech's not gonna eat them if they forget to feed it.
Look at these creatures. They've got millions of years of instinct in their cells, instinct that we can program.
So here's what I propose. You create a giant electric fence on either side of this red area along the border, and then you allow companies to go in there and genetically modify giant dinosaurs and things of that nature inside of that red area. Therefore, they can have their giant weapons testing laboratories and things like that, so the military-industrial complex can have its fun. And then along this fence here, it's a giant theme park, the largest theme park in the world. and that will pay for the wall. So you actually can have Mexicans who will go to the wall to watch people try to sneak across and get eaten by dinosaurs, and Americans who can go and watch the same entertainment on the other side, and therefore you can charge tickets for this entertainment, and therefore that will pay for the wall. I guarantee in 1 year you'll pay for the wall with that. The 10,000 volt fence is made of steel, so therefore all the steel companies can be happy and Trump can get his giant steel fence. He can put a picture of himself on the top of every fence post if he wishes. Either way, it doesn't necessarily matter. However, I do think the giant electric fence on either side would be good enough to keep the dinosaurs in, so long as we keep the power on. In order to power the fence, we could use brand new coal factories to help bring back the coal industry and also power the fence, so that would once again be good for America. And we can see here that testing the fence is always good, and women and children will survive a shock from 10,000 volts, as was depicted here in Jurassic Park. And you can even see the main character showing what it might look like if someone accidentally were to touch it. They'd get quite of a shock like this. Ah, oh my god. But see, they'd be fine. Okay? And they love us as we love them. Just don't go over our fence or our dinosaurs will eat you. And let's just say somehow they do magically get over the top of our 40, 30 foot giant electric 10,000 volt fence. There's another 10,000 volt fence on the other side of the area where the dinosaurs are that they also have to get over before getting eaten by the dinosaurs in the midst. So once again, shutting up the liberals like this idiot here who laughed at us about our wall because they could defeat it with ropes. Well, guess what? You ain't defeating dinosaurs with rope.
40 feet long, 50 feet long. There's no ladder going over that. If they ever get up there, they're in trouble because there's no way to get down. Maybe a rope.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe a rope. Yes. Yes.
Will huts or ropes or Mexican cartels be able to stand up against our dinosaurs? Shake your head yes or no, please. Go ahead now. No, looks like that's a no. Some people have suggested a giant wall and maybe a Trumposaurus Rex, but as you can see here, the Mexicans will never pay to see that, so that's not going to work. That's not entertaining enough for them to have a giant robot Trump come after them, even though it is quite entertaining to watch. And the other thing is, this makes too much of a big mess. So, and the maintenance on this would be huge. So no, we'd rather go with dinosaurs.
Some people think that robots are the future. Look, nature gave us the most effective killing machines 75 million years ago. And now we know they can take orders.
He wasn't kidding. Look at this guy. He's able to direct these things perfectly. They seem even more well-trained than your average TSA employee, and definitely less predatory than your average TSA employee. So I would go with the Raptors over TSA at this point. I mean, might as well. So, yeah, I think this has some promise to it. I mean, look at these things. They definitely take orders better than a TSA agent. I mean, just look at how many people in a fictitious movie will show up to watch fictitious dinosaurs. Imagine if we had the real things eating people. I mean, just imagine from sea to shining sea, you could have people lining up to pay for a close-up view of what's happening inside the fence. You can even have reality TV shows. Who can make it across? All these sorts of things. And it's not really cruel and unusual punishment because, I mean, lots of people have seen the Jurassic Park movies and lots of fictitious characters die in those movies, so why not just use that in real life? I mean, why not? I mean, I can't think of any reason why not. And you're probably like, well, what if one of these people decides to jump and swim around the edge of your border fence? Well, we got an answer for that too, which is we'll tie one of these things to each end of the fence, and if anything gets even close to an end of the fence there, they'll get eaten alive by this. I mean, look at it. Perfect solution right there on the screen. Absolutely perfect. Look at all the people's excitement. They love that thing. Look, oh, they're cheering. They love it. See? All people love this. It's a great idea. We'll just feed people to giant dinosaurs if they try to cross our border. I don't see why that's not a reasonable thing, and I mean, look at these cool monster things we could have. Yeah, everybody cheer. That's what I thought. I knew it was a great idea. Please make sure to share this video with your favorite liberal and just watch them get triggered and react like this one.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in the store. I need your corporate number now. Get it for me now.